Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, security personnel pulled out from the Tulfo family.
As of now, recalled sila and under review po yung kanilang availment of security.
Following the remarks of one of its members against Social Welfare and Development Secretary Rolando Bautista.
I'm taking back yung excessive ranting, yung mga siguro uncalled for na yon. Pero yung pagpupuna sa kanya na wala siyang ginagawa, kailangan magtrabaho siya, and it will stay.
Sure. Sa feedback pa lang through social media, overwhelming ang support na natatanggap ni Secretary Bautista.
Also, his reappointment as Special Envoy for Public Diplomacy to China and his efforts to intensify the president's anti-corruption campaign. Special Envoy for Public Diplomacy to China, Ramon Tulfo, joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. The Philippine National Police has recalled 8 policemen acting as security escorts for the Tulfo brothers. The police officers were assigned to broadcasters Erwin, Ben, and Rafi Tulfo, as well as to Rafi's wife, Jocelyn. Speaking to CNN Philippines Police Security and Protection Group Director, Police Brigadier General Fillmore Escobar says the security escorts were recalled to Camp Crame on Saturday, June 1. Escobar declined to answer whether the recall was related to Erwin Tulfo's verbal attacks against DSWD Secretary Rolando Bautista last Monday, May 27, after the former Army chief turned down his request for a radio interview. The 5-minute expletive heavy rant outraged active and retired military and police personnel as they stood up for their brother Bautista.
As of now, recalled sila effective yesterday and under review po yung kanilang availment of security. Nire-review namin yung possible violations of the Memorandum Circular on the availment of security personnel. As of now, yung nababa lang sa amin na guidance is coming from NAPOLCOM Chairman and SILG Secretary General Anyon. As of now,
let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Special Envoy for Public Diplomacy to China, Ramon Tulfo. Mr. Tulfo, good to see you again. Welcome to the show. You don't look very happy listening to what we were playing a while ago, sir.
He was wrong.
Referring to?
And referring to Erwin. And I think I'm partly to blame for what happened. As a patriarch who took over from my father, I think I was a little bit remiss in my advice to my brothers to slow down. My father was a respected military man, and he taught us to respect authority. Along the way, perhaps we couldn't handle success. I'm sorry.
Have you spoken to Erwin, sir?
Yeah, I told him to apologize publicly, unequivocally, completely. No reason. No, just say sorry. I was wrong. That's it. No something like I was just doing my job as a journalist. He did went beyond. He did go beyond bounds.
So when you told him, sir, to apologize completely, what
He did. He said he would.
he would.
He said
So
he would.
this is over and above, sir, because we were able to speak
Yeah,
to him.
I was able to talk to him last night, and he
Okay.
said yes.
He will do it.
Yes, he would do it.
Did this have anything to do with a pullout of security, or, I mean, why did you just tell him last night if this happened May 27 at pumutok na po sa balita even last week, sir?
Well, I came from Japan, and I learned about it when I was in Japan with the president. I said, oh my God, my brother committed a grave mistake.
And so you called him pagbalik niyo po?
Yeah, I
Because you
couldn't-
arrived Saturday.
Yeah, I arrived Saturday.
Sir, tell me more about your conversation with Erwin. Sabi niyo po, apologize completely. Did he say anything else? He said, yes, I will.
Yes, he did.
Did he say anything else, sir?
And he admitted he was wrong.
Umami na rin siya. In CNN Philippines, sir, Cherry Mercado was able to speak to him at sinabi po niya na sorry siya, medyo sumobra yung rant niya. I'm gonna play that in a bit, no? But he said that, pero hindi siya magsasorry doon sa pag-criticize niya doon sa inefficiency, alleged inefficiency of Secretary Bautista. Let's go back to what Erwin said. I believe this was last Friday.
I'm taking back yung excessive ranting, yung mga siguro uncalled for na yon. Pero yung pagpupuna sa kanya na wala siyang ginagawa, kailangan magtrabaho siya, and it will stay. Hindi ko babawiin yun because kami, wala sa lahin namin pinabawa yung mga commentaries namin, yung ika nga, mga commentaries about yung trabaho mo.
Wala ho ba talaga sa lahin yung bumabawi ng mga commentaries, Sir Mon?
Hindi. Yung column ko kasi, I'm known for saying, for apologizing if I did wrong or said something wrong. That's why I'm still alive.
Paano ho ba nangyari? I mean, I understand, sir, that you're publicly saying, apologizing, that Erwin pushed it a little too far, and that Erwin will apologize, sir. Kayo ho ba, kasi kilala naman ng Tulfo brothers na matapang, hard-hitting, mahirap kalabanan, ano? And yet, meron din kayong following na sinasabing pinoprotektahan nyo yung mga naaapi. How has it evolved? I guess that's what I want to know for the Tulfo brothers. Dumating na ho talaga ba sa punto na hindi nyo nakinayas? Yung sinabi mo, yung inyong popularity or yung inyong pagkasikat?
Probably it's this lesson to be learned here. That what goes out, goes up comes down. What comes down goes up. The universe is a perfect balance. The yin and the yang. And I'm not justifying what Erwin did. I'm just saying he was wrong, completely wrong.
So you believe in karma?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Kinarma ho ba kayo with the security details? So that is set. We're expecting Erwin, supposed to be to apologize today as announced by the brother, Ramon Tulfo, sir. The security detail now, I want to move to that because when did they take out your security detail? What I read was Saturday, sir? Ito lang,
Yeah,
2 days
Saturday.
ago. But you were with the president in Japan.
Yes.
Tell us more about that. Was that a surprise? What did they tell you? At ilang security detail ang tinanggal po sa inyo?
Dalawa. Okay lang. Ganun lang naman talaga. At saka, I think we can protect ourselves.
But if this was Erwin's doing, sir, and then you are against what he did, I guess bakit ho kasama kayo? Dahil magkakapatid kayo, ganun ho ba?
Ganun talaga. That's why I said I'm partly responsible for this, for his action, because I'm the patriarch. I took over from my dad, from the old man. Siguro nagkulang kami, nagkulang ako.
What should you have done? I mean, if you're saying nagkulang ka, what could you have improved or done better?
Kasi ako nagpaaral dyan eh. Ako nagpaaral kay Ben, kay Erwin. Si Rafi, pinaaral ng daddy ko kasi naghati kami. When my dad retired, my dad retired poor. And sabi niya, anak, hindi ko na kaya itong kapatid mong pag-aralin. So sabi ko, sige, dito sila, si Erwin, si Ben, si Joseph.
May Joseph pa, sir?
No, yung sa States.
Okay.
The handsomest of all. And then sabi ko, yan. Sabi niya, ako si Rafi. Si Rafi ang, at saka yung si Bong. At saka si Edel.
Ang dami niyo.
So, 10 eh. Prolific kami. Prolific
Okay.
yung dad ko, yung parents ko. So, 10 kami, and then one generation apart kami. So, apat, 1, 2, 3. Si Ben belongs to Erwin's generation. Si Ben nga hindi pa malaman kung saan siya, para siyang kuwan eh. Hindi niya malaman kung saan siya generation, sa amin o kila Erwin.
All right. Tell us more about now the security details, sir. You said okay lang sa inyo na tinanggal.
Okay lang.
Ministro? No
Okay lang.
problem.
No problem. Talagang ganon. At saka, the security detail actually, nung araw, all started with President Ramos. When he offered me a security detail because I was under threat from the Abu Sayyaf. And at first, yung PC, Philippine Constabulary, and then afterwards, yung Marines na. Pagkatapos, inalis din naman yung mga Marines sa akin for a while eh. And then binalik. And then yung mga Marines na who served under me, who were assigned to me, when they retired, bumalik sa akin. So,
They wanted to serve you.
yes. In fact, 4 of them are still with me.
Now.
Yes.
All right. But the question really is, did this have anything to do, the pullout of the security detail, kay the Tulfo brothers, Ramon, Erwin, Ben, and Rafi? We'll find out after the break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Special Envoy for Public Diplomacy, China, and columnist Ramon Tulfo. Sir, ang sabi po kasi ni Brigadier General Edgar de Revalo, ang spokesperson ng AFP, that the recall was really supposed to be last year. But it was only implemented recently dahil may dearth daw. Kailan daw ibalik. Kulang daw sa Marine Corps. Is that something you believe, sir?
Yeah, whatever it is, I think it's high time that the Marines were pulled out.
Really?
Yes. Okay lang.
Because?
Because they're really for fighting. But then I was given that. I asked for it and was given by the president. And if they're getting back my security, that's it.
It's good you're taking that stand, sir. I mean, I wasn't sure, to be honest, if you were going to be angry or otherwise. You're not angry at all that they pulled out.
I am not angry at all. In fact, I'm relieved because that would now the pressure would be off me.
Okay, all right.
It's a monkey off my back.
But the question, sir, is it's not just yourself. It's also your brothers, Erwin, Ben, and Rafi. Their security details were also, I think, tinanggal na or tatanggalin today, sir.
Tinanggal na.
Tinanggal na pala. Okay.
And I think marami naman ting mga security na civilians eh.
Do you think, that's my question before the break, Sir Mon, did you think this had something to do with Erwin's rant on radio?
Definitely.
Hindi ko kayo naniniwala na kailangan namin i-review yung bodyguards. Kulang ang tao sa...
We were not born yesterday.
So it really had something to do with that. And that's okay with
Well, it's a lesson learned. Humility. That's it.
Okay. I want to move forward on this one, sir. So it's okay, it's lesson learned, humility there. Some of the questions though, bakit ho ba may security si Erwin, si Rafi at si Ben? At si Jocelyn, sir, the incoming congresswoman of ACT-CIS?
Kasi naman may mga threats sila eh. Because of the way we say things. And because of our work, we've stepped on other people's toes. And so there was a need for security. But then now we can handle them ourselves.
Do you think it's time to tone down the kind of language that the Tulfo brothers use on television, on print, on radio?
Yes, a little bit. A little bit. Erwin went beyond bounds. Rafi has become very moderate. But Ben should also tone down considerably.
Well, we're talking about toning down, sir. Two things come to mind also with controversies that have also been part of the Tulfo brothers. Number one is the non-return of the 60 million pesos from the advertisement to the tourism department. Hanggang ngayon ho kasi, if you look at social media at napag-usapan po kayo, binabalik pa rin yun. Kailan ibabalik yung 60 million? Dapat ho bang ibalik na yan or kalimutan na? What's your stand on this?
Sabi ko sa kay Ben, di ba, balik mo. Sabi niya, hindi naman bakit kayo babalik, legal naman. So, parang chicken and egg. Balik mo, sabi niya, legal yung pagkagawa ko, pagkagawa namin. Ang kawawa dito, si Wanda.
Si Secretary Wanda.
Because Wanda was clueless all along. Ben Anandanar manipulated.
Secretary Andanar.
Andanar, yes, manipulated the whole thing.
And the casualty is Secretary Wanda Teo. That's what
Yes,
you're saying.
for being clueless and for not having the brightest people around her.
Next controversy would be yours, Sir Ramon, would be tamad ang mga Pilipino na manggagawa. Is that something you need to review or possibly even take back? Because when you were asked before, you didn't want to.
Construction workers, sinasabi ko.
Opo.
Construction workers talagang tamad. And basically, kinumpara natin sa pumunta rito yung mga Chinese workers. 8 months na ginagawa nila. 8 months na ginagawa ng Pilipino na 1 taon. So sabi natin, paano ba mga ganon? Kasi hindi sila, walang trabaho na trabaho lang ito eh. Pag snack time, kakain sila. And then trabaho ulit. Sa Pinoy, pabanjing-banjing, sigarilyo, kung saan-saan, kung ano-anong ginagawa.
Marami po nasaktan doon sa sinabi niya, special construction workers, mga anak po nila na halos hindi nakikita ang kanilang mga tatay, kakatrabaho sa construction company, sir. Just to clarify that, nilalahat niyo ho ba yung mga Filipino construction workers?
Dito kasi sa ating pag andito tayo, ang tendency natin maging tamad eh. But why is it that when we're abroad, we transform into a very efficient working machine? And why is it that when we are abroad, we follow the traffic rules, we follow the laws of our host country? Even when we're in Subic, for example, we follow the traffic rules there. But when we get out of Subic, iba na. Bakit ganon? So we need discipline.
So it's not something you're taking back after you saying...
I am not taking back anything. In fact, I'm saying that truth hurts.
Pero nilalahat niyo ho ba?
Hindi ko sinabi nila lahat. I'm saying
There
that
are
maraming tamad. That's it.
We'll be taking another short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Special Envoy for Public Diplomacy to China, Ramon Tulfo. His appointment, signed by the President, extended for another 6 months, sir. 2 questions about that. Ano ho na ba ang inyong nagawa mula ng inyong appointment, October of 2018, to now? And then what are you looking forward to in the next 6 months?
Marami. In fact, I brought in so many Chinese investors. We're cashing in on the war between trade war between China and the U.S. And some manufacturers plan to transfer their plants here.
Such as, can you tell us? Are you at liberty to tell us which companies these are?
Oh no, I cannot. I'm not at liberty, but at least there are 100 companies. And Secretary Ramon Lopez even told me, go. And then also many investors, many Chinese want to invest in agriculture. They want our bananas, our piña, pineapple,
Mangoes.
our mangoes, mangosteen, durian. And they're coming here in droves. One Chinese travel agency promises to have 1 million Chinese every year, big spending Chinese tourists, and then to increase every year by 1 million more, so that in 7 years there will be 7 million tourists visiting the country. Big spending tourists, not the tourists not the Chinese coming here, who end up in online gaming and in construction.
That's actually the next question, Mr. Tulfo, is that the concern of a lot of people that there are Chinese workers coming in. Why I say that? Because you said that there are, just to clarify, 100 Chinese companies that plan to set up shop here. Yun ho ba sinabi niyo, 100?
Even more, but
At least 100.
as of the moment, yes.
Pero wala, hindi pa nangyayari. At least 100 are planning to set up shop
Yes.
here. Now, the next question is the concern of a number of people that there are Chinese workers coming here through yung kanilang visa and then extend. Although there is, of course, that.
But then these companies will be hiring Filipino labor, and that's good for our country. And money will be pouring in.
When do you think this will happen, sir?
This will happen this is happening now.
Okay. Nangyayari na po siya ngayon.
Yes.
The President made a statement very recently about the South China Sea and, of course, China. Let's listen to that, and I want to get your reaction on this, sir.
I love China. It has helped us a bit. But it behooves upon us to ask, is it right for a country to claim the whole ocean? China is standing pat. The China Sea is part of the Republic of China. And so we give it. Why? Because they are there. And a lot of lousy politicians in my country would take to push me to arbitrary ruling because we won. And China said, this is our land. This is our sea. Anyone who goes in there will just have to contend with us verbally and maybe with arms.
Just a reaction on that, sir, yung sinabi po ni Pangulo.
Well, he's right, but the Chinese are very reasonable people. In fact, when I was talking with them, they said they have the highest respect for a president, and that they won't do anything to offend his sensibilities and those of the Filipino people. Just misunderstanding, and I think things will settle down, and they're very reasonable people. They're open to dialogue.
Can you say they're reasonable, sir, if you have hundreds of Chinese militias circling the Pag-asa Island, sir? Would
They said that I held several backdoor talks with them, and they said they will have those ships disappear.
Withdrawn,
And
yeah.
withdrawn or disappeared in no time. But this is face saving, you know. They want to save face. We want to save face. So let's test it. Let's both save our faces.
Saving faces, in your column in Manila Times, sir, you said that, the president should fire corrupt people in his administration. And you just didn't say fire, you also said hire members of the opposition. Can you tell us, at least give us a hint on who should he fire?
I can't, but I've already submitted the list a list to the president.
How many are they, sir?
I can't tell you.
How many? You can't
I can't
say.
tell you. But I also told the president, Mr. President, you need people also from the opposition so that you'll be magnanimous in victory. And he said, yes.
If I were to ask you, sir, who among the opposition would be a good fit for the Duterte administration?
You know, during the time of Erap had the best cabinet. I would say, I don't know, I cannot name now.
Can you think of anyone who might be good?
Oh,
Anyone from Ocho Derecho?
well, they're very good people in the opposition, and their talent should be tapped. It's high time that the president has already paid political debt to many people, and he should start in the next 3 years, remaining years of his administration, scouting for people who will help him become a great president.
All right, we've run out of time. We'd like to thank you for your time, Mr. Ramon Tulfo. Good to see you again, sir. And thank you for this opportunity to have you again. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.